welcome to LSB Feaster's radio channel and travel corner. Today, it's back to Philadelphia with Dr. Don Rose on famous 56 WFIL. If you're not familiar with WFIL, it was a Philadelphia powerhouse. I mean, this station was huge from the mid-60s right into the 70s. If you walked around Philly, you heard WFIL everywhere. It cranked out the hits, and the WFIL boss jocks were everywhere. It seemed like no matter where you went in Philly, they were at parades, they were at ribbon cuttings, they were at sporting events, and of course at every WFIL event they were there. Some of these names are legendary in Philly, like Jim O'Brien, Long John Wade, George Michael, and our featured DJ today, Dr. Don Rose. Dr. Don was Philly's morning guy for many years. Very popular. Dr. Don, along with his sidekick cow, Lulabelle, woke up Philadelphia with one of the best morning shows in town. It was so much fun. Growing up in Philadelphia, I would listen to Dr. Don every morning. And then when I got to school, it must have been in about fourth grade or so, I would get together with all my friends and we would tell the jokes back and forth that Dr. Don told on the radio. Some of them went clear over our heads, and I didn't even get them till many years later. He was that good. Anyway, one day, he was gone. Philadelphia's loss was San Francisco and KFRC's gain. But he was a big deal in Philly. Give him a listen. If you like the air check, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe. And if you do subscribe, smack that bell. And then you'll get updates whenever we put something new up. So if you're ready, let's go back in time to the 1970s with Dr. Donald D. Rose on famous 56 WFIL Philadelphia. Another horrible imitation.
She does good work. That's Bobby Martin. Laughing and scratching with Dr. Donald D. Rose at WFIL. If you can't think of anything to be happy for this morning, be thankful you're not an elephant with sinus trouble. Fair and mild this day. It's Tuesday in Philadelphia, the original Tuesday. Before Tuesday B, this be Tuesday. High of about 48, a low tonight of 34 degrees. Yes! No time like this time, which happens to be 6:27 at WFIL in the morning time. Buddy Duddy Dr. Don. My dad was a baseball player, and I was his first heir. Lived in a neighborhood that was so tough if you had teeth, you were a sissy. Things got worse and worse. Soon the wolf was at our door. My sister's boyfriend. Dwayne Eddy from 58.
WFIL. Philadelphia is together.
If you want it, here it is. Come and get it, 'cause it's going
Yeah. If you want it, I got it. You know me, the guy with the low voice and the mentality to match, but don't blame me. I bought a Sears Roebuck haircut and they set back the wrong head.
Hey! Dr. Don Rose! Famous 56 WFIL. Now!
Hey, it's 6:31 around the premises, 29 minutes before 7 o'clock, Boss Radio, WFIL. Well, they say a husband loses a button and he waits for his wife to sew it on. While he waits, he loses another button. And he waits some more. Then he loses another button. By the time he loses his buttons, well...
My heart and soul to you.
Didn't I? Sure I did. I cannot tell a lie. It's too near to Washington's birthday, friend. 6:34, DDR, and a good morning with 29 degrees.
WFIL, Boss Victor. Slipping away, sitting on a pillow.
Celebrate! If you can't do that, at least hold on. Tuesday morning in Philadelphia with Dr. Donald D. Rose at 6:36. The guy with a varicose brain, the guy that makes a living using his head. People throw baseballs at it. And a fair and mild day today, headed towards a high of 48. A low tonight, 34. I have 29 at WF. Who will stop the rain? Well, may I suggest me? me, Funny Duddy Dr. Don at 6:39 for Boss Radio. Matter of fact, we have this suggestion box around the station, and I sent some suggestions in, and I got a very nice letter from the boss this morning, a very nice memo, and it says, when the time comes, he wants me to act in an advisory capacity. Well, he didn't exactly put it those words. He said, when I want your advice, I'll ask for it. Some days. You want some advice? I got some good, but how about all that good old music that you just don't hear much anymore? I'll be featuring all that forgotten gold Saturday night at Paul VI High School. An open dance, dress regulations in effect 8 to 11. Dancing and fun that have made Paul VI the place to go in South Jersey. Brought to you by DDR.
There are good beers and there are bad beers. There are available now at your local distributor.
Well, if it's anything like Jamaica, I'll drink to that. A fabulous place. Even though my tan from about a month ago is slowly fading here. Gonna be a little bit warmer today. Fair or mild, high 48, 29 at WFIL. And hey, how about that brand new model on the floor at your Oldsmobile dealers? It's the Rally 350. Some fine sports styling that comes on strong. And the Rally 350 is all Oldsmobile. It's got a full measure of that something extra in value that only Olds can offer. For longer peak engine performance, a rocket V8 engine, and exclusive positive valve rotators. For added comfort, flow-through ventilation. For added security, a rugged side guard beam in every door. Hidden windshield wipers, longer-wearing bias-belted tires, and more. It's all there under the skin of the Rally 350, a brand-new Oldsmobile fastback option in flashing Sebring yellow. It has wide working air scoops, bumpers coated with tough, scuff-proof endothane. It's got a broad, blacked-out grille, Rally sports suspension, 7-inch super stock wheels, wide oval tires. The Rally 350, freshest fastback on the road today, and at a budget-pleasing price. See it at your Oldsmobile dealers. And while you're there, just take a look around. Oldsmobile has 30 other great ways to escape from the ordinary, which is what I proposed for this morning. Hey, here's the music of Glenn Campbell.
Honey, I know I've said it too many times before. I said I'd never see.
Honey, come back where you belong to only me.
The Citizens Committee for Ethical Insurance of Berwyn will testify at the hearings in Harrisburg on proposed increases in fire insurance rates.
This voice makes WFIL News. Alan Stone, WFIL News. Dr. Donald B. Rose, WFIL Music.
I saw her again. And when she hit me over the head with the chicken, I cried foul. 6:50, 10 minutes before 7 o'clock in the morning time, DDR, and what?
Henry VIII I am. Henry VIII I am. Henry VIII I am.
Ha! Henry VIII, I am. I don't know, I've always prided myself on being first. I knew a girl one time who was only 25 and she'd already had 7 husbands. 3 of her own and 4 of her friends. It's 6:52.
Child with dreams.
Shiloh. This is Dr. Don. I never worry about what people think. Most of them don't. And have you ever noticed that people who are easily shocked go out of their way to find things that shock them?
Power play 4.
4 of 7 heavies in a row. 6:54 at WFIL. You won't have to do any of that business, friends. No rain today. It's going to be a great one. Fair and wild with a high temperature about 48. A low tonight 34. WFIL with a current 29 degrees at 6:57. And incidentally, Sunday's the start of National Electric Week. I just wanted to give that a plug.
WFIL. Philadelphia is together.
The Blues Magools, we ain't got nothing nothing yet except an F in English. It's 7:02 at WFIL. That's taken from their best album, Unzipped Mail is Indecent.
Dr. Don Rose. Another hour of music power.
My Bellamy, my Bellamy, I'm in love with you.
WFIL in the morning time at 7:05. Fuddy Duddy Dr. Don and a special hitline request for that tune right there. A couple from Chester, Pennsylvania. He's 96 and she's 84, and they just got married. They spent their honeymoon trying to get out of the car.
Action line in the Philadelphia Inquirer. It tosses in a lot of in-color rated M mature audience.
Only game in town. Previews tomorrow at the Fox Theater, 16th and Market Street. C2 features. Reminds me of the time that my wife and I won this dance contest the other night. And I wasn't even dancing. I was choking her at the time. Philly police report absolutely no tie-ups that they know of. All lanes are open on the expressway. Other main roads, for that matter, are just gorgeous. Fire equipment responding to trash fires at 40th and Chestnut and Broad and Parrish. And somebody's figured out how to get rid of the garbage problem. Heavy bridge traffic at this hour. No scheduled openings, no delays, and no restrictions on the turnpikes. Remember our safety tip. You knew how hard it was to collect from an insurance company. You drive more carefully. All right. Evil Ways at 7-Eleven on WFIL. Reminds me of one of our girls. She's sending her boyfriend artificial flowers because he's such a phony. One of our other girls always loses at strip poker, but she has a lot to show for it. 7-Eleven, WFIL in the morning time. Fuddy Duddy Dr. Don. Good morning.
Making good Italian food is like eating good Italian food. Pan Am Travel Agent. And ask for a Pan Am 747.
Together. That's what we're here for. Hey, I dedicate this to the 10 guys of the Tri-County Security Service that help us out on Saturday nights over at Paul at 6. They especially like Mark Lindsay and a great sound.
She must belong to San Francisco. She must have lost her way.
The fire marshal of the state police was here investigating on suspicion of arson.
This voice makes WFIL. Alan Stone, WFIL News. Dr. Donald D. Rose, WFIL Music.
Just a little more time. Would you believe 7:23 at WFIL, Fuddy Duddy Dr. Don. And if you're going to get yourself a dog this springtime, may I suggest a Dachshund? It's the best dog you can get for the kids because they can all pet him at the same time.
Tom McCann, $5.99 to $8.99.
All right, and this is Dr. Don Rose of the morning time. Reminds me of the time I bought a car and the salesman said it would last a lifetime, and I didn't know he meant the payments. One thing for sure, he wasn't talking about a Buick because, as a matter of fact, I guess that's why I bought my second Buick recently, because the first one I had actually lasted longer than the payments. I kept the darn thing for 4 years. And a lot of people think that buying a Buick might be out of their reach, and the fact is just about everybody can afford a Buick. You will find the proof at your Cutner Buick showroom, where DDR got his, and I mean a great one. Jerry and Jules Cutner invite you to come in and see the facts for yourself. You'll find at Cutner's sensational new 70 Buick are tagged at surprisingly low prices. Now, if you're presently driving one of the so-called low-price 3 cars, but would really rather have a Buick, the perfect Buick buy is waiting for you at Cutner. Castor and Friendship Street, Northeast Philadelphia.
Cutner Buick. Wouldn't you really rather have a Cutner? At Cutner Buick, home of the price cutting fool.
Meantime, on the expressway, report of a disabled tractor-trailer slowing traffic east of Belmont. Remainder of the expressway is quiet with normal traffic and all lanes open. Moderate to heavy traffic throughout the area. Main roads running normally. No bridge openings, no delays or restrictions on the turnpike this morning. at WFIL. Reminds me of the place in Jersey on the shore where they have an upside-down lighthouse, especially for submarines. Dr. Donald D. Rose reminding you there's nothing like a girl with a plunging neckline to keep a guy on his toes. 728, much more music, WFIL. Taking you way back to 1958 for a great oldie from the Duprees. Do you remember?
See the pyramids along
WFIL. Philadelphia is together.
Hey girl, I met you.
Yeah, that's my profession, friends. The rapper. I'm the guy that talks until I give you a headache and then I sell you a bottle of aspirin. You've probably seen my latest picture, currently playing on a bottle of iodine. Everybody says I'm a beautiful person inside. Leave it to me to be born inside out.
Hey, Dr. Don Rose. Famous 56 WFIL.